This is Chin from Channel Imagination, and I'm here to give you 107 or 60 facts on Myleka. Let's get started. Myleka was created by Kanisha Walker in 6th grade. She thought of the idea when she was in 3rd grade. She first made a story of her cooking breakfast with their two daughters. Little did she know that she was actually going to try and make that into a French, and she was going to make that into a book series. Number two, for Malika and Maleka, at first it was going to be about a twin brother and sister, but Kanisha decided to switch it and make it about two twin daughters. Number three, and Malika and Maleka wasn't quite, Kanisha wasn't quite sure if she wanted to make it with their mom or with them staying with their aunt. So instead, she decided to make it staying with their aunt and maybe make it a kind of Hey Arnold theme, you know, you know, because in Hey Arnold they didn't really answer whatever happened to Arnold's parents. So I was thinking that's the same way they do it with Malika Malika. That is good. I should cut out. I mean, Ganesha should cut out all things that'll do. So number four, number four. For Malika, Kanisha wasn't quite sure if she wanted to make if she wanted to make them normal kids, if she wanted to make them normal kids or abnormal kids that have these powers, and their aunt helps them figure out how to control them, or if their friends will help them control them while their aunt has no idea. Kind of like a Danny Phantom vibe, except with the whole, you know, aunt being a ghost hunter thing, because then that'd be crazy. Number five, from Malika Malek, like most of the premise just centers around Malika's personalities, like how they handle their personal life, how they handle their magical life, and how they handle their parent, their mom's legacy. Number six, for Malika Maleka, the premise is actually in 2000. It's in like 2030, 2030, showing the kids 10 year olds and how they handle just getting their powers. Did I say 10? I meant 7. My bad. 7 year olds handling their powers. Number 8. For Malika Maleka, most of the premise is around the real town, Springfield, Illinois, where where it shows how much stuff in the future hasn't changed that much, except Donald Trump being the president. That obviously changed. But I'm not gonna tell you who's the president until number 9. The new president is Miss Lori Fallon. I'm kind of making this up, so please go with me. This is called Channel Imagination after all. Number 10. Number 10. Malika, Malika Maleka's favorite book is called Mystery Book, which is kind of a parody of Fancy Nancy. I mean, not Fancy Nancy. Why the heck did I just say that? I meant a parody of Nancy Drew. Yeah, that's what I meant to say, Nancy Drew. But I don't know why the heck I said Fancy Nancy. It's just something that just came to mind. But let me just not lose what happened. Anyway, number 11. In Malika Maleka, there was actually going to be It's actually going to be a side plot where it shows Maleka's aunt trying to find their mom because there was a lost it's like a lost prophecy of where their mom could possibly be. It's kind of the whole kind of Gravity Falls vibe with the aunt, just like Bruno's Stan sneaks around to someplace else and tries to figure out a mystery that she wants to fix. Except, unlike Grunka Stan, she didn't cause that kind of mystery. So, so anyway, sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. Number 11. For Malika and Maleka, there's also going to be like 3 stories where there's time travel, 4 stories where they're in the jungle, and 5 stories where they're in Atlantis. I don't know why Atlantis. It's just something to think about. Number 12. But the story of Maleka, it was just going to be one dimensional where Maleka is just a girl who just wants to go any place where there's adventure, and where Maleka wants to go where she can find logical explanations. But it was changed because he thought that'd be too annoying that the logical one is always being smarter, and the adventurous one would seem too dumb. So they made them an equally sensitive bond that wouldn't make one of them too dumb, but one of them not too smart either. Number 13. For Malika and Maleka, it's mostly known that the twin sisters will only make about four friends because of them being twins. They would be made fun of a lot until the people figure out about their mom, and then that's another can of worms you don't want to open. Number 14. In Malika and Maleka, at first it was going to show their life in daycare. Then it was just going to say like 4 years later, and then 4 or 5, who knows how many years later, and it would show them in middle school instead of elementary. But Kanisha decided to change this because it felt like there wasn't really that many elementary stories, so she wanted to make more of those. That, sorry, it was the wind didn't really fascinate me. Number 15. For Malika, it was supposed to get a mysterious, dark, yet sensitive and adventurous side. Let's just say it was like a show. Let's just say this: if it was a show, it'd be more likely that it would be on Nickelodeon than it would be on Disney Channel because of its dark vibe. Not Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network doesn't really do that many live actions, so that's why I said Nickelodeon. Number 16. For Malika for Malika there's actually a first story plot where it shows them in Hogwarts first figuring out their powers while they're playing a game of volleyball. But that was cut for obvious reasons. Number 17. Malika was going to be. No, no, no. I said that back. Malika was going to be a tomboy, and Malika was actually going to be was going to be the regular nerd. Why was he gonna make one of them a girly girl? Well, one of them is smart and the other one's adventurous. Do you really think a girly girl will fit in that? No offense. Number 18. For Malika and Maleka is actually an idea plot in there about one of them should be afraid of bees since their mother had the same phobia. But obviously that was cut out because, well, in the future the bees aren't really that near here as much because of their mother's phobia. Let's just say they are in a nice safer place. They're not dead. They're in a nice safer place. So don't get that idea. So number 20. Well, Malika and Maleka is mostly known that there was going to be this reoccurring character that was that would seem like Jesse from well, Jesse. But that was kind of out because he was afraid that Kanisha was afraid that they'd be able to figure out who she sounded like and be able to see that parody. Number 21. For Malika Maleka, Kanisha wasn't sure if they should have a pet because of both of them always being on adventures and them barely being home. But she thought of since previous shows showed people with a dog, she decided she would actually make it instead. Number 22. For Maria Maleka wasn't sure if the pet should be a regular pet or it should be a magical pet. So Kanisha decided to make the first pet a Labradoodle and the other pet a Golden Retriever. Obviously, obviously Malika gets the Labradoodle and Malika gets the Golden Retriever. I was going to make it the other way around, but I thought a Labradoodle would work much better for Malika since she's into all the mysterious stuff and logical stuff. And a Golden Retriever will work for Malika because she's into adventure and all that kind of stuff. Number 23. Well, Maleka is mostly known that those two. Sorry, they're mostly for those two. They would also interact with their cousin named Tina, who runs a fashion show, and they would help her in the very first story. Number 24. And Malika not only would their cousin appear, but the uncle would appear too, and would seem at first like a selfish jerk, but then he tries to, then he actually, but then in a heroic act he proves that he actually has changed. I'm still not sure if Kanisha is going to make sure that still happens or not. Who knows? Number 25. And the only thing that is known in the first 6 books about the uncle is that he was a nice guy, but then something changed around him once Malika started to show up, and then he left, and he hasn't been heard since then. I'm not trying to. Kanisha's not really trying to make it that dark. It's just it does happen. Number 26. In Maleka, there was actually going to be an episode where Maleka goes on an adventure to find a lost amulet so she can save her sister Malika from being erased from time. To be honest, I really would love to see that. That'd be and awesome. Number 20, number 27. From Maleka, it was actually going to be shown that Maleka would actually be an inventor and create new stuff every day for the science fair, for side plots, of course, and that Malika would try and just find some random excuse not to do. But obviously, that's not how it's gonna be but Kanisha doesn't want Malika to seem too lazy. Number 28. And Malika, it was also going to be shown that for their mom's imaginary friends would also show up with them since she completed the record and said that she would pass down her imaginary friends to her kids. That's still yet to be confirmed whether that's going to happen or not. Number 29. And the imaginary friends weren't going to be the original imaginary friends, Science, Dumber, and Kisa, but were actually going to be Polly and Sally, since they were the very first. And also, Science, Dumber, and Keith, the Wolfie, and the rest would travel with their mom and figure out the mystery she was trying to figure out since they're a legendary team. So I wouldn't say duo because, well, there's more than two of them. Number 30. And myaleka for the special, they was gonna show them in England or them in Antarctica. Obviously, it was going to be England because Antarctica just seemed too cold. Number 31. But if it was Antarctica, they would have showed a secret laboratory where it's actually warm and not freezing like the rest of Antarctica. And the secret word was snowplow. I know it's lame, but Kanisha couldn't think of anything at the time, so it just happened. Number 32. For myaleka, it was also going to be shown that they would have they have a little cousin based on their mother's nephew. I'm not going to tell you his name. That's personal. Number 33. From myaleka, there's also going to be a spin-off, called Tina Spiles, where it shows Tina and the cousins trying to figure out mysteries, just like myaleka's mom. Who knows if that is to be made? 34. Myaleka's age was yet to be confirmed. It just said they were older than 9, but less than 12. Hmm. I'm thinking y'all obviously know. I should have said 13, but seriously, I just made it too obvious for his own good. Number 35. For Malika and Maleka, it was also going to be told that one of them would just have one set of their mom's powers. Both of them will have a snake tail, but one of them will have the power of ice, and one of them will have the power of fire. Actually, that seems much better than them having almost the complete set of their mother's powers. Okay, sorry, I'm starting to feel a little hot. Number 37. For Malika Maleka, it's also going to be shown that in the future, future about one of their daughters or son and their adventures, and if the sisters ever meet. But that is yet to be confirmed because Kanisha's barely started in the beginning. So what makes her think she could be able to start at the end of that? Anyway, here we go. I'm sorry, I'm really itching. Ooh, anyway, uh, anyway, number 38. Wow, my head hurts. Sorry. It hurts. Oh, number 38. And Malika, it was first the action was going to be in the brother and sister premise, where one of them acted like a total geek, while the other one acted like the more logical one. Instead, instead of the boy acting like a logical one, it was actually going to be the girl that acted like a logical one, and and the the boy acting like the geeky one. Obviously, it wasn't a cliche. It just came up. Number 39. For Malika, it was also going to be told that during the jungle adventures, it was going to have like a kind of Kim Possible vibe, but the only difference was the villains. Except that there would be a spider monkey slash sorcerer hybrid. I don't know. This is just random stuff Kanisha came up. Anyway, number 40. For Malika and Maleka, the imaginary friends Polly and Sally would actually be shared imaginary friends. Both of them would have their own shared imaginary friends, and then they would have their mini adventure together. Obviously, nobody could see them because unlike their mothers However, they can't make their imaginary friends look real until myleka came up with a substance that can be able to do that only temporarily. I'm not going to be doing that many facts. I'll do at least 50 for now. So anyway, number 40. For Malika Maleka Promise, it was actually going to be shown that later in the book they would actually move to California, where they would find more adventures, and actually would have to leave their friends. But actually, their family would be living there with them. Kind of Carmichael's vibe, except they're not in it. Except they weren't going to travel to Atlanta. Anyway, number 40, number 41. For Malika Malika, there's also going to be a spin-off where it shows Malika Malika and their cousins being off in space called Space Academy, where it shows Malika Malika, Tina, Hamburg, Zimber, and Lisa with their parents, except Malika and Malika's parents. Number 42. No, 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 no. I mean number 41. Hang on. I was actually going to answer the phone, but Granny already answered it. Stupid thing. Number 41. And Malika not only would they be the space station, but after a few months of being in the space station, they would go back to their home in California, and it would show a time traveling girl named Mina and her monkey named Pink, and they would all be and we come look with her cousins would have Mina try and get back home. Number 42. And Malika, there's actually a fanfic there's actually been in fanfic called Alphys First Year, where instead of just the regular normal kids of Hermione, Ron, them, instead of just showing their kids. Yeah, it's just showing their kids. It would also show the kid of Kanisha, who was supposed to actually be kind of like the stepbrother of Harry after she lost her mom at the same time that Harry lost his parents. So she'd be like a kind of sister. Anyway, number 43. For Malika Malika, there's also a kind of there's also a kind of trilogy called Malika Malika and the Great Adventure. It'd be a kind of wishology trail where both of them figure out that they're the chosen ones that help an ancient city named Tubaku too, and they must save it before the sunrise and the Shadow King and Queen take over the place, which means they must get over their one fear, letting anybody down. Number 44. In the Malika Malika, the Great Adventure, Malika and Malika's personalities have been switched. Malika is all of a sudden the adventurous one, while Malika is actually the one that thinks logically. Number 45. The reason for that is because of them being on the island, they have been cursed just like the rest of the people, which means their personalities have been changed. And no, not just because their personality has been changed means their speaking has been changed too. Just their personalities. That's it. Just their personalities, not their voices, not anything else. Except their eye colors have been switched a little bit because you see, Malika has blue eyes, or Malika has brown eyes. So it's switched. So Malika has blue eyes, or Malika has brown eyes. The reason for that is Malika has brown eyes, but her dad has blue eyes. See, I gave you a little info after that, which brings me to number 46. And number 46, it actually revealed that their dad is a medieval knight that their mother met during her great medieval adventure, actually called the Great Medieval Adventure. Number 47. And the Great Medieval Adventure is also revealed that her mom knew King Arthur and Merlin, which leads me to believe that maybe their mother is older than she looks. Or older than she will look. Number 48. And Melinda Letter was also revealed that the aunt before had temporary powers of a sorcerer and that she would help them and that she would help Malika's mom and dad with certain adventures where they needed her sorceress powers. But she lost them during their last adventure with their mom and the medieval knight dad. Now she's just a regular ant, but still has ammo. Number 49 from Malika. The story was actually going to go on and on, but for Malika, so far Kanisha's thinking just create a book series called just Malika Adventures and Malika Mysteries, where they solve all kinds of crazy mysteries in the other one, and where they go through lots of crazy adventures in the first one. Number 50 for Malika Maleka. It was just around as was Malika Maleka, her cousins, her friends, and her aunt. The uncle wouldn't be shown until in Malika Maleka Mysteries and the Dad case. By the way, that one's a two-part. And that is 50 facts on Malika Maleka. Hope y'all enjoyed the facts. Bye.